fix your mental diet to believe that you can have whatever it is that you're wanting. You are watching The Real Manifestation Talk with your girl, Dina Haynes, where I break down Abraham Hicks and Neville Goddard manifesting techniques for the everyday person like yourself. And today I'm finishing up my little mini-series that I've been calling Manifesting 101. And it's basically 3 steps to becoming a law of attraction master and to changing your life. This last step is going to be about mental diet. But before we get into it, have you liked the video yet? Hello, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and hit the little bell icon so you'll be notified when the next video comes up. Comment down below with your manifesting questions, because I will devote a whole video to that question in the future. And let's take a moment to do that right now. During the video, you're going to want to think of a question that you're wanting to have a yes or no answer to. And at the end of the video, I will do a yes or no tarot pick a card. You will get a definitive answer to that question. Also in this video, if you want some one-on-one coaching with your manifestations, you can check out the link right there, as well as down below in the description where you can book a manifestation coaching session with me today. Now that that's taken care of, let's get to that last step on your manifestation journey. Okay, so mental diet is probably the most important. No, mental diet is definitely the most important step on your manifestation journey. But let's go over what the other steps were. So the first step that you started with is gratitude. So expressing gratitude when you, right before you go to sleep, looking through your day and finding things in your life that you're grateful for. And then also in first thing in the morning, finding things in your life that you are grateful for. We all have them. There has to be some spark of something good going on in your life. And the point is to magnify that, magnify your attention to it, because law of attraction is all about what you focus on. So if you're busy focusing on all the bad stuff going on in your life, you're literally just perpetuating that. You're perpetuating the bad. And this is why mental diet is going to be key. The key is to focus on the good. So first steps first, you start with gratitude, finding things in your life that you are gracious about, and going out and buying that journal so you can start scripting. Then the second step is scripting. And I did a video on that, where you are writing down the things in your life that you want to see change in a positive way. And the scripting is great because you're literally getting down the details of how you want your life to look. This is huge in terms of really building up that story of what you want your life to look like. And then the last step today is mental diet. Now, mental diet is actually the key step to how quickly you get your manifestation. So for all of you out there wondering, why hasn't it come? Or because maybe you've already started and you're wondering, why hasn't my manifestation come yet? Or maybe you're just wondering, well, how long is it going to take me to get it? Should I even start this journey of trying to manifest deliberately? And the answer is, yeah, you should start, because you're manifesting anyway. We are all, whether we are aware of it or not, manifesting all the time. Everything in our universe, which is what I refer to it, everyone is living in their own universe. It's kind of like that saying, that person's living in their own universe. Absolutely. And so are you and you and you and everybody else. Everybody's living in their own universe. And you are responsible for what comes into your universe. And it's all about what you focus on. So if you look around and you see that your universe is not running the way you want, then there's something you can do about it. And you harness your control by harnessing your mental diet. And what determines how quickly you bring that desire into your universe is, as Abraham Hicks calls it, alignment. And alignment is just a fancy word for, do you believe it or not? Do you just believe that it is possible for you? So if you're suffering from certain mental illnesses where maybe depression or anxiety, or you just have these negative beliefs that you don't deserve certain things, or you can't see those things happening to you, maybe you're too busy seeing them happen to other people, and you're caught up in that focus as opposed to focusing on what's possible in your life. Well, these are the things that you have to fix. You have to fix your mental diet to believe that you can have whatever it is that you're wanting. Your beliefs are just thoughts that you think every day. And the sucky thing about it is that up until this point in your life, you've had all this outside influence of people or information, and it can come from any kind of source that you're paying attention to, telling you how to live your life or how things are meant to be, or and even sometimes deceiving you. If all these years you've been indoctrinated, right, with these ideas to make you believe a certain way, you can undo that. And especially now that you realize that you're in control, you can start a regimen, which is why they call it a diet, mental diet. You can start a regimen of feeding yourself thoughts and ideas that are more in line with how you want to see your life displayed in 3D reality. So it's within your power. You start today, you just literally start by noticing the negative things that maybe you speak to yourself, negative ways that you talk to yourself. And trust me, when I started this, I realized my mental diet was full of trash talk. Everyone out there, I'm sure you'll find when you start to really listen to how you think, when people and how you speak, it's really about becoming self-aware of what you're speaking, what you're feeding your mind in terms of, it could be social media, it could be TV, it could be simply the people that you hang around, or these people who talk negative talk all the time. You around people who are complaining about so-and-so, or gossiping and trash talking so-and-so. All that trash talking crap, I mean, it may seem fun in the moment, but it's like, eating a bag of Doritos. It tastes good, but if you eat the whole bag, it's going to make you feel sick. Same thing, especially like if you're eating like cupcakes, donuts, whatever, all of that junk food. It's like junk food for the brain. So what you want to do is weed out the junk food and start feeding yourself healthy food. Healthy food meaning positive things, thoughts that are inspired from a loving place, self-love, as well as loving towards other people. And so once you figure out where these toxic thoughts are coming from, weed them out. And yes, that might mean that you end up not having the relationships that you used to have, but you're going to benefit from it in the long run. And I assure you, relationships that are more in line with your new way of thinking will come into your space. You will feel better for it. Another step to mental diet is acknowledging the good things as they happen. So now that you've got a better diet going on by removing some of the toxic relationships and toxic things, maybe there's shows that you're watching that are kind of toxic, that are just negative based, you will start to see like all kinds of manifestations coming in and all kinds of good things happening in your life. And it's important to stop and appreciate all the little things, no matter how small. If you walk out the door one day and it's a beautiful day, the sun is shining, it's cool weather, acknowledge, wow, what a beautiful day. This is so beautiful. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Or maybe it's, someone pays you a compliment today and they think you look really pretty, or they think you're really smart, or they're thanking you for help that you gave them. Stop to appreciate that interaction. And it could be anything. It could be big stuff or it could be little stuff. But there'll be many things throughout your days, every day, that happen that you want to stop and give acknowledgement and thanks to as they are happening, if you can. And at the end of your day, you want to then go over your day, because maybe you were too busy and locked into all the things that you were getting done in the day, and maybe you forgot. But you make sure that before you go to bed, you stop to go over your day and think about, whoa, what was something that really just made my day today? And at that point, acknowledge and give gratitude toward it. Say thank you, thank you, thank you. Another good practice to do would be to list affirmations. And this is really the most basic, easy way to change your beliefs about your world and about yourself and everything around you, to get in line or to align with what it is that you're manifesting. And the best way is to make affirmations yourself. The best affirmations are homemade affirmations tailored to you and your life. However, if you need help with that, you could always book a session with me and we could come up with some affirmations custom tailored for you. Or you could listen to a video. There are plenty of videos on YouTube. I happen to have one on YouTube that is a affirmations video with some 432 hertz music, and it's 20 minutes long, and you can record your own affirmations, and there are many ways to do it. You could do it on your phone. There are also apps that allow you to do that. There are also apps that just have affirmations, pre-made affirmations, and what you want to do is listen to it right before you go to sleep. At the end of your day, after you've given thanks for the things that have happened to you in that day, you want to plug in some earphones and listen to these affirmations as you slip into slumber, because that is the point at which your subconscious is most aware. And it's just infusing your mind with positive thoughts to change your fundamental beliefs into believing that you can have whatever you want, whether it's $1 million or it's your dream husband, or it's you want to become a singer, or it's that you want to, whatever, the sky's the limit, whatever you can think of that you would want to do in this lifetime, that is what you're meant to do. So now you are equipped with the 3 most basic steps of manifestation. And now it's time for the yes or no tarot pick a card. Have you thought about that question? Well, let's take some time right now to think about it. And before you do it, before you hit pause, hit that like button. Have you hit the like button yet? If you haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe, and comment down below with your manifestation questions. And think of your question in 3, 2, 1. So do you have your question? Then let's shuffle. Ooh. All right, guys, this one just popped out and it's a yes. Okay, so it's a yes, but it looks like there's some disappointment. I will show you the card. So that's the card. It is the 5 of Cups, and you can see there's some cups spilled in the water. She's still got a couple cups left. So I'm getting the feeling that all is not lost with this drawing, with this card. And I still feel like there's the expanse of sky up above. It's like the sky is the limit, which is basically what I just told you. You are in control of your destiny. So whatever you believe is what you will manifest. So I feel like this is already what this is saying is even though you have had disappointments in the past, maybe even the more recent past, you are now in control. So, and I think what I love about this is you've come to this video. This video is about mental diet. If you have had disappointments, it's most likely because your mental diet is not where it needs to be. Maybe you're harboring bad feelings about yourself, your self-worth, or you're projecting bad feelings onto other people. You have to clean up your mental diet, because whatever you focus on, maybe you're focusing on bad things that have happened. And as long as you focus on them, you will perpetuate them in your life. In order to move past it into clear waters, into happiness, into manifesting your desires, actually bringing your desires into your universe, then you have to stop focusing on the past. You have to turn a blind eye to not just the past, but also the 3D reality. What's in your 3D reality? Because if you're still thinking about this or focusing on it, it is still in your 3D reality. And you have to realize that the 3D reality or the current reality is a reflection of what you've already been manifesting. And the only way to change your reality is to start projecting toward your desires, focusing on that. And it doesn't have to be 100% of the time. If you're thinking, how it's impossible to think about my desires 100% of the time. It doesn't have to be. It can just be at least once or twice a day. Just think about what your goal is or what your desire is. And just once or twice a day, and you will already start to bring these things into your environment. And mental diet is key. The key is to keep your mindset healthy. And if it's not healthy, that is something that you have to work on. And it does take work. It's like a diet. A diet is really a lifestyle change. There really is no such thing as a quick diet that's going to give you the results that you need immediately and will last, right? Then if you go back to the way you were eating before, what you were doing before, immediately the weight comes back on. It's the same thing with your mental diet. You have to practice to change the fundamental way that you think. And it's easy. You just have to start with little steps today. Start by noticing how you're thinking and then changing them in the moment. Like you could even be, because I know some of you might be thinking, well, what if I'm in a conversation with someone and they're speaking negative thoughts? So what you do is you let them talk. You don't have to participate in the conversation. Try to change the subject to something that that person can talk about in a positive way. And if they can't ever talk about anything in a positive way, then maybe I shouldn't spend so much time with this person. But let's look at the card. That's just off the cuff, but let's see what it says. Yeah, okay, so it says a disappointment results in changes of plans. A reassessment of the direction of one's emotional life, its needs and desires is required. So basically, mental diet. Although there has been loss, it is not total. Gather in your emotional reserves and take an emotional holiday. Another opportunity awaits. So an emotional holiday. There might be times when you go down a toxic emotional spiral. This is especially for people who suffer with mental illness. I have worked with people who suffer from anxiety and depression, and this is probably the most difficult task for them. But basically what you want to do is distract yourself. Distraction is huge. And you can distract yourself in many ways, and it's going to be unique to each person. It could be going online and looking up dog videos. Oh my God, that is just my everything. Or it could be, there's a lot of videos on YouTube that help people with anxiety. Maybe a little ASMR, or it could be some music that sets you in a different mood. Or even a TV show, maybe a cooking show. There's nothing toxic about that. Cooking shows are fantastic if you're a foodie like me. But anything. Maybe it's going and hanging out with a friend or calling a friend who always lifts you up and always makes you feel like a rock star. Whatever it is, distract yourself. Sometimes it'll be nearly impossible. So what you do is just allow yourself to feel your feelings, but before you go to bed, make sure that you find something in your day that made your day, something that was just wonderful. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It could be anything that was just a win for that day. And maybe you cooked a meal and it was just delicious and fantastic. It could be something like that, and then you enjoyed it. Whatever it is, give thanks for it. go to sleep, and then the next day when you start your morning giving thanks for good things going on in your life. Start your day fresh. Okay, so that was the reading. It was a yes, so but with it sounds like a good message going on with it. So hopefully it serves you well, the message, and stay tuned because the next video is going to be about a question that one of you asked me, which was about how do you manifest when you're an atheist? Like, this is so cool. So I'm really excited to answer this because I have family members who are atheists. So uh, definitely you're going to want to stay tuned for that. And I will see you next time.